Hi guys, Rose here with the Cackling Moon. I am finally able to film. So glad. So this is going to be September favorites. I haven't filmed a video like this in a long time. I think I might have done one this year, but I didn't keep up with it. But because I was using a lot of the same stuff throughout the whole month, I figured this would be a really good time to show you guys what I was using throughout the whole month of September. So let's start with miscellaneous stuff. So I have a couple items like lotions and sprays that I was using a lot. The lotion that I was using quite a bit, I actually purchased from a local crystal shop, and this is called Moldavite lotion, our soothing goat milk and honey lotion, essential oils, and real Moldavite. So this is it. It's Moldavite lotion. And it's supposed to take on, I guess, the scent of Moldavite. I love Moldavite. I am obsessed with it ever since I purchased my very first piece last year. I have been very obsessed with wanting more pieces, and anything Moldavite, I want it in my collection. So Moldavite lotion I thought was a cute little thing. This lotion has a nice scent to it. It's homemade. So you shake it up a bit because it does kind of get like a funky smell. But when you shake it up, you can really see the scent that the essential oils were added into it. So Moldavite lotion was something I was putting on every once in a while. I also have sprays. So there's two sprays that I've been using a lot. This is called Serenity. It has orange, lavender, marjoram, and chamomile. So it is Serenity spray, and this is used, it's energy spray. So I've been using this before my readings a lot of the times, especially before I start video readings. Oh, it smells so good. It has like a real citrusy smell to it. So I shake it up and then I spray around the area before I do the video readings. I feel like it just kind of gets the mood going. Then this is Negativity Banishing Spray. So this is a spray bottle that I've been keeping in my purse. I will spray into the car and sometimes in my workspace area. And it says directions: spray in hands and sweep your etheric body 2 to 4 inches above the physical body. And beginning at the top of your head down to the shoulders, heart, belly, arms, hands, lower abdomen, legs, and feet to remove negativity. And it says ingredients. There's alcohol, herbs, flowers, essential oils, holy water, and blessings. So really good, and it smells really fresh. I bought this one also at a local metaphysical store. So banishing spray, negativity spray, gotta have that. Let's see, Moldavite incense. So since we're talking about sprays and stuff, Moldavite incense, and this one I purchased at a local shop. It was only $5.95, so about $6. Moldavite incense is my top and most favorite incense stick ever. I could probably be happy getting rid of the rest of my incense sticks in my collection and just sticking to Moldavite. This stuff smells so good. I love the way it smells. I am always lighting it. I was actually gifted my very first Moldavite incense pack last Christmas, and it lasted me throughout the whole year because I don't light incense all that much. Not crazy as much as I probably would if I didn't share my home with my husband. But because I do, and he's a little sensitive to the scents, if he's home, I won't light it. So when he's not home and I feel like getting the whole room ready to go and doing readings and I want the whole experience, I will light incense. So that incense stick lasted me for quite a while. There are 20 sticks to the pack. And like I said, this one was $6, and it's Moldavite incense. And the incense sticks are kind of green. They kind of have like a green color to them. Really cool. And it just smells really nice. So that is my favorite incense scent. And I'm really glad that the shop that I went to, that was their last pack. So I purchased it, of course, because I was running out of the one that I've had. And so I'm happy to have a whole new pack to start off the new year with, since I have a couple remaining in there. Okay, Sleepy Sleep Skin Stick. This is by Perfectly Posh, and it's a lavender scent skin stick. I purchased this at a local farmer's market, and it's really cool. It's like a gigantic tube, and what you do is you're supposed to smooth it over your skin. I use it because it's lavender, and it is meant to help you sleep and relax. I put it over my forehead, like where my third eye is. Sometimes I will put it on my neck, or even above my upper lip, to smell the lavender right before I start a meditation. So this is really cool. It's very similar to like lip balm, the same kind of tube, and you just kind of swipe your skin, and it smells amazing. So that is really cool. It's like my little my little thing that I like to add right before I do a meditation. Because often I meditate before I go to sleep, and usually my meditation actually helps me fall asleep. So that is great. Let's see. Did we get rid of all the miscellaneous? No, jewelry. Okay. So for September, I always wear jewelry. I usually have rings on. I'm usually wearing like my wedding band. But I also have a couple rings that I love to put on, and the two that I was wearing a lot over the month of September are my my sterling silver rose. Okay, let's see if I can get this to focus. Not on my face. If it's gonna focus. Maybe because my face is, there we go. Sterling silver rose. I got this ring from one of those like little jewelry vendors that are at the mall. You know how like they have them in the center? So it's real sterling silver, and it doesn't turn my finger green or anything like that. And it's a rose, and I bought this, probably like maybe 15 years ago. I was very young. I was a teenager, and I remember, thinking it was so cute, and it was just dainty. And I was going through my jewelry box not too long ago, and I realized, I forgot about this ring. Like, I don't know if that ever happens to you guys. Like, your jewelry kind of goes down to the bottom, and you pile on new stuff, and you forget about certain pieces that you had until they just kind of pop up randomly. Well, that's what happened with this rose ring, and it popped up randomly. So I started wearing it again, and it was just really sweet. I think it was just one of those things where it happens to pop up back into your life for a reason. The other ring that I have been wearing all the time is my Moldavite. So this is a raw Moldavite, and I actually purchased him from a metaphysical shop near my workplace. And I purchased this guy probably over a year ago, or about a year ago. And I remember when I first purchased this ring, it made me sick. And usually that's what they say about Moldavite is, if it's real and it's powerful and you have this connection, or you're trying to have a connection with it, it can make you nauseous. It can make you sick. And it actually made me very nauseous. So I remember I would wear it and I would feel very nauseous, like I was just kind of dizzy and like feeling like I was going to throw up. And so I had to kind of, wean my way into wearing the ring on a daily basis. And now I'm to the point where I can totally wear this ring all day long. And then I keep it in my jewelry box. I have charged it in the moon, under the moonlight, multiple times. It's my favorite ring. It's it's a nice chunky piece of Moldavite, and it's really pretty when you put it up to the sun. It's translucent, so you can see through it, sort of. It's just very alien. So that is my Moldavite ring. It is my most surprised. I own a couple pieces of Moldavite, but this is probably my favorite. When you look at it, it kind of looks like a serpent. So I don't know if the camera will, kind of looks like a serpent. So I don't know. I just really love it. So anyways, that is the miscellaneous. Let's start with the books. So there's a couple books that I've been really obsessing over for the month of September. First off, the journal. So I purchased this journal from Barnes & Noble in September, and I used the gift card that my mom found in my brother's wallet. My brother passed away, so she was cleaning out his room, and she was going through his stuff, and in his wallet he had a Barnes & Noble gift card, and it had like $11 left on it. So she gave it to me because she knows I love that store, and I knew that the purchase that I made with that gift card had to be special. So I figured nothing more special than a personal journal, and I really wanted to have a journal that was dedicated to my spiritual awakening that I've been going through. So a lot of the stuff that I'm writing in here is related to spirit communication. It is related to images that I see when I meditate. It's related to dreams. So if I wake up from a dream and I can remember some stuff, I will write it down. I have also been writing down all of the signs and all of like the weird things that have been happening when I know that my brother is contacting me. So it's all jam-packed in the book. It's very private. But let me see. So this is the first page that I wrote in it, and it was September 4th, and which is almost 2 months since he's been gone. Yeah, 2 months since he's been gone. Your last breath will not go in silence. There will never be an end to your name. You are my brother, and you'll always be in my heart. This book was purchased with a gift card Mom found in your wallet. So I wanted something really sweet to have, and this journal has proven to become that. I have been using it. Usually I am like the type where I will start a journal, but I won't keep up with it after a couple days. This one I have been keeping up with all month. So I have a lot of stuff. I wrote down all of the notes when I had my psychic medium reading with Melinda Lyons. I have journal entries. I have I pulled cards from my animal spirit deck. And then I also have started doing automatic writing. So I have been practicing that. I've done my first, kind of like my first, having my first go at that, which was really interesting. So I totally want to designate like 1 or 2 nights out of the week where I will just do automatic writing. I really want to kind of see which way my brother feels comfortable coming through to me to communicate. I've been seeing him in symbols in other ways, but automatic writing was a form that someone told me to try. So totally been giving that a shot. And then the last thing that I had put in this journal, which was the 1st of October, was a journal entry, and I pulled cards that were from a spirit communication spread that one of the Tumblr divination bloggers, or a tarot reader on Tumblr, created a spirit communication spread, and I pulled cards. This was like literally a few days after my brother passed away, and I remember I snapped the picture, but I never really taken the time to interpret the reading. So I printed out the photo. I have it in the journal so I can keep it here forever, and I'm going to take the time to interpret this reading as well as pulling more cards sometime this month, because the veil is thinnest the month of October. So spirit communication is going to be a major thing totally this month for me. So that is the journal. I kind of like refer to it as my spirit journal. So that's that. The other book that I have been loving is, this is Life in the Afterlife. Embrace Where We Go in Spirit on the Other Side and the Unbreakable Bond. This is by Melinda Lyons. Melinda Lyons is the psychic medium that I contacted and purchased a mediumship reading from. She gave me a reading about 2 weeks ago on a Monday. And we contacted my brother, and he contacted us and she gave me a reading. So she's very new. I feel like she's been doing her communication readings for a couple years now. And she does them through phone. So if anyone's interested, check out her website. It is Last Frontier Medium. So you can see it at the top here. lastfrontiermedium.com. And so this is a book that she read, or that she wrote, and she had a near-death experience, and so she talks about the near-death experience, and within this near-death experience, she actually communicated, and she met God, and she wrote it all about it in this book. So the book is really great. I am about 3/4 of the way done, as you can see. So I haven't finished it. It took me a while to really get started to read it because I purchased this a couple days before my brother passed away. And then when he passed away in July, I received the book a few days later. And when I was looking through the book, the back of the book is dated. It says when it was distributed. Right there. July 7, 2016. It's the date that my brother passed away. So the connection with that was a huge sign for me. I felt that it was a personal gift from him to me. This was a book that I needed to read. And I felt like because of that strong connection and the fact that she did readings and they were affordable for me, I got my reading from her when I felt like I was able to do so. When I was, emotionally able to have a reading and to bring in and invite my brother to send me messages through her to me. So it was a beautiful experience. So that was the book I was reading in September. I do plan on finishing it, but I wanted to share that with you guys. Other books that I've been reading are guidebooks. So I don't know if you guys ever do this, but I love to read guidebooks, especially if they're meaty and juicy guidebooks for tarot decks. So one of them is the Wild Unknown Tarot Guidebook. So the Wild Unknown deck came into my possession around the time that my brother passed, and I really connected with this deck. It is such a deck that just touched my heart. It helped me with the grieving process. The Wild Unknown is so beautiful. It is obviously a beautiful deck. Many people enjoy it. Many people love it. I was always kind of on the fence about purchasing it, and then when I finally did, it just came into my life at the right time. So the guidebook for it, I highly recommend it. If anyone is looking to purchase this deck, I highly recommend getting the guidebook as well. It is very helpful. It's just filled with a lot of information. The other one is for the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Guidebook. This is a deck that I just recently purchased a couple weeks ago, and this deck is phenomenal. I love this deck. It's literally like I pull a card just because the animals speak to me. I love animals. The meanings I've already gone through and highlighted everything. Like, oh, well, the whale. I haven't gotten to the water signs, but I've highlighted like everything else. It's just such a beautiful deck. So I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys, if you are you have a budget for it, purchase this deck, the Animal Spirit Guide. I'm sorry, the Animal Spirit Oracle, and this is the guidebook. So you can purchase the deck and the guidebook together, but it's beautiful. The messages are beautiful. So going on to let's do the crystals and then we'll do the decks so I can like move the camera. So the crystals that I have been using for the month of September, I have been using a lot my Aqua Obsidian Crystal Skull. So the Aqua Obsidian Crystal Skull, I saw another diviner posting pictures and she has one, and I really wanted one. So copycat, yeah, I was being a copycat. And so I saw her pictures, and I was Googling and I was looking on Amazon and I looked on eBay, and eBay had them, and I found one, and he's beautiful. So this is Aqua Obsidian. He's very translucent. You can see through him. And just really pretty, just like an aqua blue color. And he's been staying in my bag. So I had him in one of my bags throughout the whole month. I just like kind of threw him in there. Next is my Smoky Quartz Palm Stone. So Smoky Quartz is really good for grounding. It's really good for helping with depression, or just kind of like if your mood is kind of low. It's also good for, you know, keeping away negative energy. So I had this Smoky Quartz Palm Stone in my back pocket a lot when I was at work. It was aiding in my grieving process. It was aiding in just kind of like me feeling a little bit stressed and under, you know, not feeling it when I'm at work. It's usually like the most when my energy is kind of like at its lowest is when I am at my day job, which says a lot. It's a teardrop shape, and it's just large, and I love to hold it in my palm. I love to kind of rub my fingers through it, like on the sides. And I also have been using this stone when I meditate, so I will hold it in my palm, and sometimes when I'm at work and I'm feeling under stress, I will grab the stone and kind of rub it and just kind of, you know, try to like zone into the crystal. I like to look up here into it, like looking through it. It's beautiful. So that is a Smoky Quartz Palm Stone. Another Smoky Quartz that I love is my tumbled one. So this one is a little bit darker than the other one. And I love this one because of the shape. It's kind of long in length, like a finger, and it has a flat surface on both sides. So because of that, it makes it easy for me to kind of run my fingers through the sides, and I love doing that. I don't know, there's just something comforting about it. So that is the Smoky Quartz as a tumbled stone. I love Smoky Quartz. If you guys know me, you'll know Smoky Quartz is probably my favorite crystal out of all of them. Another one that I've been using a lot is my Labradorite. This one reminds me of a dragon's eye. So you can see the beautiful blue. Labradorite really calms me when I am meditating. And it's also one of those stones that I like to use when I am working on client readings. I had an aura reading done maybe about 2-3 months ago. I went to a shop and the lady gave me my aura reading. And she basically told me about Labradorite because she saw that my energy was kind of like all over the place. And I told her I was a reader, and she told me, you know, if you're ever reading for someone who's a little bit difficult, always have Labradorite and give them the Labradorite to hold. It'll calm them. It'll kind of bring everything to center. And I find that that is really useful for me too, to do for myself. So I like to hold Labradorite when I meditate. It kind of calms me down. And just to hold it in general, it's just really like, there's just something really mystical about this stone. So I love it. It looks like a dragon's eye to me, or it looks like a moonlit forest. I don't know. It's just a beautiful stone. So this is Labradorite. And then the last one is Angelite. So Angelite has also been a stone that I have been really working with lately, all of September. This Angelite, I've been reading up on it. It is a really good communication stone to help communicate with spirit. It also helps you communicate with your higher power, angels, you know, all of that kind of stuff, your spirit guides. So it's a really good stone for all of that, and that is why I have been carrying the Angelite with me. I've been keeping it in my pocket. If I don't have pockets in the pants that I'm wearing, I will slip it into my bra. but it's always with me. And then at night, I put it under my pillow. So what I do is I'll tuck it into the pillowcase because I'm always nervous that if I put a crystal under my pillow, I'm going to lose it or I'll forget about it. So I slip it inside the pillowcase so it's still there. It's like tucked in safe, and I keep it under the pillow as I sleep. Believe it or not, the couple of times that I have been keeping this under the pillow, I have had very vivid dreams. My brother hasn't come into a dream since I've been using this, but I have been having really vivid dreams, and there's other people in my dreams that I've never seen before. So I really feel like it is starting to kind of help me invite spirit to come around and talk to me. But because it's in the form of a dream, I haven't yet strengthen that ability to be able to remember a lot of the details and stuff. So I just know that the people that are coming forward and talking to me in the dreams, I don't know in person, like in real life or whatever, however you want to say it. I've never met these people before, but it's really interesting that that this happens when I do dream with this stone under my pillow. So angel light, get a piece. Get a piece if you are definitely working with your mediumship abilities or strengthening them, or strengthening your ability to communicate with spirit or some sort of higher source or whatever. Okay, and then last but not least, let's talk about the decks. Sorry for the video getting long, you guys. I hope you're still watching. So I'm going to move the camera to show you guys the decks that I have been working with. Okay. So, Madame and Dora's fortune cards. These cards are amazing. They are oracle cards, and I'm not going to do like a whole review or anything, but here's the backs. This is the back of the cards. Very beautiful. I actually edged out the cards so they're all black, so it looks really, really good. And what it is there is a simple image. There is the name of what it is, and then there is the bottom part will have the message. So it says, you will receive news from afar. They are very like fortune tellery kind of messages. I love the artwork. I love how the artwork is simple. The colors are very, bold. Very simple deck, but it's beautiful. Look at the sun. So that is the Madame and Dora's fortune cards. These are cards that I have been using in client readings when I pull an oracle card. They have been definitely my go-to. I have owned this deck for quite some time already, and it is one of my favorites. So again, it is Madame and Dora's fortune cards, in case anyone's wondering. The next deck, this is the Animal Spirit Oracle, which is the same as Wild Unknown. So it's by the same artist, Kim Franz. And this deck is beautiful. Here are the backs. They're very scaly, like a snake. And the cards themselves are beautiful. They have like a hint of color. They will have the identifying element for the animal, and then the name of the animal, and a gorgeous hand-drawn image of the animal. Very similar to the Wild Unknown. Beautiful cards, you guys. I love this deck. It's a deck that you do need a guidebook for. Once you become familiar with the animal's energies and their messages, you won't need the guidebook anymore. But when you are beginning this deck, you will need it. It's beautiful. Her artwork is just so gorgeous. It goes beautifully, obviously. This is one of my favorites, the oyster. It's not every day that you see an oyster portrayed in an oracle deck. Her artwork is lovely. It complements the Wild Unknown. The colors are just so beautiful. I'm hoping that they show up nicely on this camera, on the webcam. Here's the lizard. So as you can see, it's become a major favorite. And here's one more because this tiger is absolutely gorgeous. So some of the animals portrayed in this deck actually they follow from the Wild Unknown, and the tiger was one of them. I believe this tiger was the High Priestess, which is why she has the moon over her third eye. So beautiful deck. So this is the Animal Spirit Oracle. And you can find it at the Wild Unknown website. And I highly suggest purchasing the guidebook to go with it. And then the last deck that I have been obsessed with for the month of September, aside from my Wild Unknown, but I really want to show this one, is my Halloween Tarot. I have been using it a lot for the client readings. So this is the back. So the Halloween Tarot follows the Rider-Waite imagery, but it has a spooky Halloween-y twist to it. And they're so fun, you guys. They're so colorful, they're bright, cartoony, and Halloween-y. It's just such a great deck. And you have all different types of characters. You'll have witches, cats, black cats, vampires. You'll have these imps, they're little devils or demons. You'll have a hunchback. You'll have skeletons. There's a werewolf in here. All sorts of, there's even pumpkin people. It's just really cool. So I highly, highly, highly recommend those little ghosts too. If you are into Halloween, everyone, if you're just a fan of Halloween, everybody should own this Halloween Tarot. Especially if you're, just one of those Halloween fanatics. This is a really cool deck to have in your collection. So that is the Halloween Tarot. Yeah. So that's about it, you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you were able to kind of watch the whole thing. Sorry that it went a little bit longer than I expected. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to have a video up for October favorites for next month. And I wish you guys all a beautiful month of October. Bye, guys.